and welcome to another Lawn Fawn video. Today we are so excited to be introducing our Snow Flurries Backdrop die. I love this backdrop die so much because it cuts a backdrop that is a standard size card size, which is 5.5 by 4.25. It gives you a beautiful stitched frame and these incredible snowflakes that go inside of it to almost frame your scene or sentiment in the center. It also comes with some individual snowflakes and little sparkles too that are so much fun for adding on cards. I am so in love with this backdrop die, and it's so gorgeous that it really can be the star of the show on your card. And that's what we're going to do for this first card. So we're going to be die cutting some holographic cardstock. Look how cool that looks. Isn't that absolutely stunning? It's so shiny and pretty. And we're going to be creating a really simple card with this so that we leave our holographic snowflakes to be the star of the show. So we're going to take out some nitpicky paper there, and that's going to be kind of our background. And we're going to add that to a standard size card base. So we'll add some tape runner on there and then layer that nitpicky paper right on top. Now the Snow Flurries backdrop looks great whether you add it directly onto the card or you pop it up. But because this is a bit of a more simple card, we're going to add some pop to really help these snowflakes shine. So we're going to add some of these little foam strips, and these foam strips make it super easy to add these backdrop dies because it's the exact size of that frame all the way around the edge. So we'll peel off that liner paper and then we can layer that right on top of that nitpicky paper, and you'll see just how beautiful this is looking already. I love our giant messages sets when I need a big, bold sentiment. And so here we're using the new giant thank you messages. And this thank you, of course, it's perfect for fall cards, but really it's perfect for anything. And so my thought for this card was to create a thank you card for the holidays, because it's always nice to thank someone if they give you a gift or something like that, or maybe you stay at their home for the holidays. So it's just a fun way to create a special card. And I love that this thank you could really go for any season. So we're going to add some clear embossing ink onto that big sentiment, and we're going to stamp that down with our MISTI tool. And then we're going to be sprinkling on some silver heat embossing powder to go along with that holographic cardstock. Once we have that all on there, we can heat it up with our heat tool, and that's going to give this beautiful shiny silver sentiment that just looks gorgeous with this script. The giant thank you messages coordinating die has this beautiful dotted oval. So we're going to use this oval to die cut this heat emboss sentiment. And you'll see that it's just a perfect match for that sentiment. And it's going to give you this really cute dotted look around the edge. And so here you can see how beautiful and just shiny that embossing is and how well it's going to go along with our holographic snowflakes. So we're going to be adding that into the center of the card, and we're going to add that in with some tape runner once again so the snowflakes are kind of like the star of the show. And that's it. This card is so simple but so beautiful by using the pretty pattern paper, the heat embossing, the holographic cardstock, and that beautiful Snow Flurries backdrop. I just love it. You can also even imagine this design with maybe some of the giant word dies. So you could put any kind of saying. It could even be a wintry birthday card. It could be a Merry Christmas card. There's so many different ways you could use this exact design, change it up with whatever papers you cut and with whatever sentiment you put in the center. But by using that Snow Flurries backdrop, it just makes the card feel so special. Now that we've created a more simple sentiment-focused card, we're going to use the Snow Flurries backdrop in a scene. And we're going to be starting off with the Over the Mountain Border stamp set. And I love the stamp set because when you stamp it out, it gives you this whole huge border that helps you make a scene. So we went ahead and stamped and colored it, and now we're going to die cut it with the coordinating dies for Over the Mountain Borders. And these dies are really cool because they cut out the mountains, but they don't cut out the bottom. So that means that you can make the mountains or the trees as tall as you need them to be to help you create the scene. So we're going to hold those dies with some low tack tape, and we'll run it through the die cut machine, and you'll see that it's just die cut the top, so we have the whole length of the bottom of the mountains and the trees to play around with. Now these mountains and trees need a sky, so we're going to go to the Let It Shine Starry Skies paper, and it has some foiled star papers, and then it has the B-sides that have the white stars on the different colors. And so this, we're going to pick the navy paper, which is going to look so beautiful as this wintry night sky. And then we're going to take out that Snow Flurries backdrop die, and we're going to die cut some white cardstock. And here you'll see it was gorgeous in the holographic, and it's stunning in white cardstock too. And you can already start to see how it's going to kind of frame the whole scene. So right now we're playing around with how the height of the mountains and those trees are going to look. And once we have that height picked out, we can take a pencil and just make a little pencil mark exactly where we need to trim the pieces. And that's what I love about that die. Since it's going to give you the whole height of paper to play with, we can find the perfect height and just trim those off. Once those are trimmed off at that pencil line, we can add some tape runner to the back, and then we can attach that on to the beautiful starry sky. So we're going to add our mountains and our trees, and I just love how this looks so much already. And right now we are recreating a card by Elena, so thank you so much, Elena. Now for this Snow Flurries backdrop, we're also going to use those foam strips again. We just can't resist using them. It looks so cool when it's popped up. So we're going to add those foam strips all around the edges of the backdrop. Then we can peel up the liner paper and layer that over the top. And it's going to kind of give it a bit of a shadow box feel. It almost feels like to me like I'm in the window looking out at this beautiful scene, and the little snowflakes and snow flurries have sort of frosted onto the window. It looks so pretty. Now here we're going to take out a bunch of stamp sets. We have the Snow One Like You stamp set and the Snowball Fight stamp set, which is a really fun mix. We're also going to take out Scripty Bubble Sentiments, which is not something I would have ever thought about using on a holiday card, but it looks so cool, and Elena was so genius to think of it. So there is the Snow One Like You stamp, which is such a cute stamp, and I love that it's a really nice mix with the Snowball Fight mice. The Snowball Fight mice kind of feel like they're in the background, gathering some snow for a snowball fight, and then we have our sledding critters kind of coming right at us, and it just looks so very cute. So to make our Snow One Like You characters the star of the show, we're going to add some foam squares to them. That way it really looks like they're just sledding right at us, right at that window we're looking out of. And then we're going to add some tape runner to the back of our cute little snowball fight mice, and they're in the background either creating a snowman or making some snowballs to start a snowball fight after everyone goes sledding. I like to tell a little story about what my critters are doing on a card. So here, I thought this was another really cute idea. This is the snowball from the snowball fight. Well, if you cut the snowball off, you actually get this really cute image that makes it look like the sled is really going through the snow and kind of like throwing snow off to the side. So we're just going to trim the snowballs off those pieces, and then we can add some tape runner to the back of those and layer them into the scene. And it really just, those movement lines adds so much. Then next we're going to adhere the happy into the scene. So we're going to add some tape runner to the back of that and layer that kind of over the frame, which I think just looks really, really fun. And then to finish up the sentiment, we're going to take out a stamp set that's called Happy, Happy, Happy. And I love this one because it has all the phrases you need for anything that goes along with the word happy. So it's got holidays in it. It's just a really great general sentiment set to just kind of have in your stash. And so we're going to trim down the word holidays here. We stamped in some black licorice ink on white cardstock, and we're just going to trim that down into a little rectangle, and then we can layer it right there kind of underneath the happy to kind of make it feel a little continuous, and that's going to give us our happy holidays for this cute card. Now here is a standard size card base at 5.5 by 4.25. We're going to add some tape runner to that and then layer the whole scene on top. And this card is all done. It is so cute, and I love the way the Snow Flurries backdrop really frames the scene. It's so fun that you can use it with scene type cards or sentiment type cards too. And next up, we have some incredible cards by the design team. And first up, Mindy created this beautiful rainbow hot foiled card, and she added a hot foiled sentiment into the center, and it's just so pretty. And then here, Audrey used one of the giant die cut words as her sentiment in the center of this frame, and I love the sparkles she added all around. Tammy framed her beautiful ugly and bright critters with the Snow Flurries backdrop, and I just love this card. And then here, Elise used just the snowflakes that are included in the set to create this beautiful background for her sentiment. And I thought it was just so pretty. I love those delicate snowflakes that are included in the center of the die. Callie created a stunning background for this super cute card featuring Snow One Like You. I just love the snowflakes over top of it. And then here is the card by Elena that inspired us to make our card today. It's just so much fun and such a cute way to create a scene. And then this card by Letitia is so sweet, and I love her pink and white color combo for this adorable Snow One Like You card. This Snow Flurries backdrop is a perfect frame for the Build a Snowman. I just love those two together. And then here, this slider card is so sweet by Kara, and those little snowflakes all the way around just make the whole card feel so special. So we cannot wait to see what you guys create with Snow Flurries backdrop, so make sure to share it with us. Thank you so much for watching today, and I hope you have an absolutely amazing day. Bye!